Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Feel inadequate, I think. You know, how do you meet the needs of all of the kids that need their needs met?
A somber day in the Crookston, Minnesota School District. The district releasing today that an 11-year-old boy took his own life last night.
Police are investigating, but right now it's the school that's trying to support its students. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin tells why the challenges kids are going through now are more difficult than ever before.
All quiet outside of Highland School.
It's very hard for us to make sense of this, and how it is for an 11-year-old, you can only imagine.
The school released that a 6th grader took his own life Tuesday night.
The students' friends here at Highland, our teachers, staff, our students became our focus.
Counselors and pastors flooded Highland to support those who needed it.
Can we learn for next time? You know, hopefully there never is a next time, but sadly these things seem to be happening more than ever before, and whatever we do in schools, we try to do it better the next time.
As this school and community grapples with this loss, superintendents from across the region have said how social issues that kids are dealing with today are different than they ever have been.
How do we advise kids that are in a world that we didn't live in? And that's a challenge.
School leaders say the advent of social media and new technologies have added another dimension to growing up.
Struggle with dealing with the whole world knows my problems, and how do I handle that?
Today, the focus is on making sure kids feel supported.
You just try your best to make a difference in kids' lives today, and they'll remember today for a long time and how adults treated them, and that's important.
From Crookston, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
Details about services for the young man are expected in the coming days. Police are still investigating the death, and Highland school officials say if your child needs support, call the school.
Technology is at work hoping to prevent teen suicide. The Spreading Activation mobile app accumulates data based on the user's language, emotional state, and social media footprint. This information can predict the likelihood of someone on the verge of committing suicide. This isn't the first time technology has been turned to using in hopes of preventing suicide. Fargo and West Fargo school districts use a mode of communication allowing students to express themselves in a confidential manner.
We have something called a text-to-tip program within our schools. That's with our school resource officer programs. That's very well advertised throughout our schools.
Students in the Moorhead School District also have the opportunity to utilize this resource. For more information on the app, you can visit our website, valleynewslive.com.
Sure nice to see the sun today. Here's hoping it shines for several days to come. Let's find out about tonight's weather. Hutch, is that looking good as well?
Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous out there. Light winds, and take a look at our temperature change over 24 hours ago from now. 15 to 20 degrees warmer are the temperatures across much of eastern North Dakota, with those low 70s up and down the Red River Valley, some upper 60s out to the west, and a few low 60s out to the east in Lakes Country. But very quiet weather is expected to continue this evening. With a few clouds building in toward the overnight hours, temperatures won't be really cold, but will be slipping toward the 40s as we go through the deep overnight. Grand Forks, likewise, low 50s by bedtime tonight. We do have some clouds and rain chances in the forecast, and I'll spell all the details out on that here in just a few moments.
All right, thank you, Hutch. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
A worker for an area grain company is recovering after getting trapped in a piece of equipment yesterday. It happened at the Gavilan Grain, just west of Jamestown at mid-afternoon. According to reports, the worker was trapped in a piece of equipment outside the building and was freed by co-workers with a pry bar. Now, the extent of the worker's injuries are not known.
The driver of a semi was life-flighted after being hit by a train in Otter Tail, Minnesota. 32-year-old Kenneth Betts of Richville suffered serious injuries as a result of the crash. The collision happened just before 11 this morning. Investigators say the semi crossed the railroad tracks without yielding and was struck by the train. Highway 108 in Otter Tail was closed for more than an hour. Betts was flown to Sanford in Fargo to be treated for his injuries.
Moorhead police want you to know about a level 3 sex offender who's moved into the area. Leslie Lundstedt is now living in the 700 block of 8th Street South. Court records show that he engaged in sexual contact with a 7-year-old female victim that Lundstedt had known previously. He also has a history of window peeping.
NFL players taking a knee to raise awareness for social injustice has turned into a controversy that might cause the league to lose money. DirecTV, the host network for the NFL Sunday Ticket, which is a package for viewers to watch any game around the league, is going to allow some of its customers to cancel their subscriptions and get a refund if they cite the players' protests during the national anthem as a reason. That's according to a report by the Wall Street Journal. Sunday Ticket is one of the NFL's premier franchises, earning it $1.5 billion a year in licensing revenue. If a large number of customers cancel, it could hurt the NFL as it tries to build back up its TV ratings, which have been going down for the past couple of seasons. Controversy over players kneeling during the national anthem picked up steam after President Trump called out the league during a speech in Alabama over the weekend. Trump then followed up over the next few days with a series of tweets.
And if you're planning on attending Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis, you may want to throw on your suit and tie. Reports are surfacing that pop star Justin Timberlake, who currently is working on his 5th solo album, is finalizing a deal to perform at the Super Bowl's halftime show. Timberlake's last halftime performance was back in 2004. That was with Janet Jackson. Remember the infamous wardrobe malfunction? Well, there are rumors swirling that Timberlake could bring a surprise performer, such as the previously rumored headliner, Jay-Z. Remember, you can catch the historic Super Bowl on February 4th, only on KVLY.
Okay, now a lot more people are interested.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Airbnb has become popular for travelers looking for a place to stay. But later on Valley News Live at 6, we'll tell you what's prompting some people to question their safety.
Up next, Grand Forks takes a look at a sales tax increase, what the money, if approved, would be used for.